back up in the building. What's good, y'all? I said I try to give y'all just a little bit more of me. Today, I'm playing with the camera here, and I can't see what y'all see just yet. I'm working on it, but I will be in the building, watching from the other screen, keeping up with the scene. But Grand Rising, it's early. Let's see what y'all seeing. Okay, yeah, there we go. Janetta is in the building. Okay, now, there we go. Now, y'all don't get to really see too much of my face, but that's cool. That's cool. Grand Rising. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm trying to clear the table here. See how this works out a little bit. Different camera angle, different vision. See what you guys see. Okay, so maybe I can move it just a little bit more. Wait. Hey, it's gonna take some practice, y'all. It's gonna take some practice. I see y'all can even see my damn coffee on the floor. That's crazy. I'll put that on the table. How y'all doing? Can we get some likes, some subscribers, all that good stuff today? I'm ready, okay? Are y'all ready? Let's go. Let's get it. Now, I heard on Spirit Radio somebody going through a process, by her. I tried to hurry up and turn it off because, see, YouTube, when you go live and you try to put that music in there, they still cut it. Here we go with the Trinidad, Down by Boney James. Trinidad. Now, I don't think I've ever really heard this one. But when they put titles, of places like vacation spots, things like that, somebody just might be viewing you, like a vacation spot, a getaway. They want to maybe escape to. And see, the energy on the table right now is we got a Jezebel. Well, for me, that's what it looked like. That Jezebel energy trying to come in full of all this passion for you. Because they're going through karma, y'all. Karma is real. The karma card. And man, look at this person. They dark, got a sword. Look, the heart, the stars, the universe. Look. They look like they own planet up in the sky, going through, I guess, they own world of shit, right, y'all? That's what it's looking like. It says, you don't need to do anything special. Simply live your life and be true to yourself. The universe has its way of unfolding as it's meant to. Trust in the process and recognize that everyone will reap what they sow. However, your primary focus should be on yourself and your own rewards. So you see, this is somebody, hey, believe me, I get it. But this person who's in their own world, it's a dark world. And I just showed y'all Somebody's full of all this passion. Y'all see that? And they above the earth. Good day. Grand day. Welcome in. Somebody's world is very dark. And it's because they're going through karma, y'all. But as they go through that karma, they feeling all this passion, right? Like I showed y'all. And they're growing. With this sleeping garden card, they're growing. This card says, wait, hold on. It says, just because nothing blooms doesn't mean it isn't growing. So see, this is somebody who could be in their shadow right now, right? Growing through this karma. I'm trying to get it so y'all can see it. Bear with me, y'all. There we go. They're in their shadow right now, growing in their sleeping garden. So it sounds like as someone is growing, they're thinking about you as paradise, right? With the Trinidad song on Spirit Radio. Like you they vacation spot. Like they dreaming about you. You know, they're dreaming about getting to you as they're in this sleeping garden, y'all. Let me say my prayer. Angels, ancestors, and guides, thank you so much for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender spirit and bind it to them 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, Ashe. You know, I was going through a couple of decks here, y'all, as I was saying my prayer, and Spirit told me to grab this deck right here. And on the bottom of this deck, we have a message from this person. Let's see how this comes up for y'all now. Because I'm trying to, there we go. Now I'm going to have to work on getting it close enough for y'all to read it and all of that. I always felt I had a higher calling in life, and our connection brings me more clarity on it. You see that, y'all? As they think about this connection with you, now they're having more clarity. And they know that they have a higher calling. Okay, let's see, y'all. Ooh, did y'all hear that? Confirmation? They know that they have a higher calling now with you. Okay, I'm trying to get it, y'all. I'm like, it's the candle light, it's the ring light. But you see how these two people have their backs to each other? This card says, my ego is fragile to criticism and rejection. I've created walls to protect myself. But as you can see, those walls that they've created to protect themselves got you guys at odds, right? Got you guys back to back now. Both of y'all have y'all arms crossed. Both of you guys may feel like there's some differences, right? when the whole time this is really the connection here. A loving, caring connection, a soulmate connection. Now with that 10 on the card, you know, for me, that's giving the Wheel of Fortune energy, you know, which is fate. It was fated for you guys to be at odds. I know y'all heard that confirmation. It was fated for you guys to be at odds so y'all could learn some lessons. And now that you guys are learning these lessons, someone wants to come in with all this passion, y'all. They want to come in now and love on you. But see, that passion, you know, depending on, you know, is it good passion? Or is it, you know, that devil, the lust passion? You know, it could be disguised as passion when it's really lust. Bottom of the deck, we have, I need to move slowly with this, but trust I am moving, even when it seems that I am not. So this is somebody who just might be on their chariot with the number 7 on this card. See, we got to get better about this lighting here. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Maybe this person is on their chariot coming in towards you, but they're moving slow, see? They're moving real slow, but they trying to make their way into you, collective. Okay. And see, even Spirit is giving me the confirmation. Wow. Did y'all see that card fly? I feel the sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep, unconditional love. Y'all see that? I was just talking about that sexual energy, and here it came out. Okay, come on, y'all. There we go. Let's see. It's taking a little minute for it to focus for y'all. But with the 3 on top, you know, that 3 for me is Empress energy. I'm over here looking for my coffee, y'all. But then this card flipped over. You guys are on a mission. There's a purpose here. See that? I'm telling you. The card says, it says draw another card to clarify what you both might be resisting. Ooh. That's actually the mirrors card, y'all. My apologies. Mirrors. And this other card says romantic message. So this is somebody who's definitely feeling a lot of feelings for you right now, which is why they got all this passion. But then with this card coming out, you guys are mirroring each other. You guys are both resisting this passion. Now, Spirit told me to draw another card out to see what it is that you guys are resisting. So I'm going to get creative with the card pull, y'all. I'm going to get creative with the card pull. What are you guys both resisting? Because you guys are mirroring each other. Y'all both doing this. Okay, here's the card. What? Wow. It's in the reverse, y'all. How did that happen? Okay, wait a minute. See, I'm looking at my deck. Ooh wee. So this card says, I need to be strong in who I am before I can merge my energy with yours in the 3D. I'm afraid I could lose myself in this relationship. But this card came out in the reverse. So is this that you guys were both afraid? You guys are both afraid of losing yourselves in this relationship. You don't want to give your all, and they don't want to give their all for fear of being lost in it. Somebody's not, I just had a spiritual burp when I said that. Somebody who says they need to be strong in who I am before I can merge my energy with yours in the 3D. So in the reverse, this could be somebody or both of y'all who still need to become stronger in who you guys are. So realizing that, let's say you are a priest, you are a high priestess, you know, someone realizing that they are a divine feminine, they are a divine masculine. So the mirror could have been that you guys both didn't know who you were, which is the reason why you guys couldn't come together. The reason why you both needed to separate. The reason why the both of you now have differences. Because you guys had to grow in spirit. You guys had to realize who you were. And maybe you both were scared at the time. But see, now somebody's not afraid. Or they are now realizing, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation, as they are in this sleeping garden here. Remember, I showed it to you guys earlier. This person who's in this sleeping garden, even though there's no blossoms, no blooms, they're still growing. For starters, Bernadette, if you need a personal reading, my information is in the description box. You all in the comments trying to ask your questions when it sounds like you need a personal reading. I'm trying to channel the messages for the collective. Take what resonates. If it's not resonating for you, get a personal reading. That's what you do. So yes, I do see the comments. But you, right. Thank you. You got to take what resonates here. Everybody's got, you know, things going on in their lives. And being in the audience, you know, trying to scream and holler about your stuff, get a reading. But right now, it looks like somebody's going through a transformation from what I can see. From what has come out this morning, somebody's going through a transformation even though we don't see any of the flowers blooming. Or we don't see this flower opening up, let's just say on this card. It says, just because nothing blooms doesn't mean it isn't growing. But see, this person is growing while they go through their karma. But at the same time, this is a twin because it looks like Spirit said you both are mirroring each other. And what's being mirrored here is the growth. You guys growing stronger in your knowledge of who you are. Knowing that you are a divine masculine. Knowing that you are a divine feminine. Some people don't know that they're chosen. And maybe what happened was when you realized you deserved more than what this person was giving you, you left them alone. And you went off to go grow. You went on your spiritual journey. You started to love yourself with self-love. You started to see for yourself that you deserved more than what this person was given. This is somebody who didn't want to give you anything. They were breadcrumbing you. Right? But see, the reality is when you're a divine being, there's consequences for that. They can't mistreat one of God's own when they didn't even know they were one of God's own. So now they're going through their karma. And as they go through this karma, here's where this person is now thinking about you and forming all this passion for you, as we can see. Let's keep going. Even though you don't know, they growing. They're making some changes behind the scenes. Three of Wands energy. This is somebody who could be setting new intentions. Ooh, I hate that it's not showing y'all the cards. This is terrible. Let me try to show it to you one more time. The Three of Wands energy. I'm like, is that light too bright? Damn, y'all, that sucks. I can see it on my camera that you guys can't see it. Three of Wands energy, though. This is somebody who's waiting. Yeah. Let me see something. Let me see. Maybe that'll help y'all. Let's see. One more time. I just want to see. A little bit better. That's crazy. A little bit better. So, this is somebody who's waiting behind the scenes. They're waiting to see if they set some new ships out to sail. Will they bring back in a good reward? Page of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck. Wow. I guess nobody else is live. Oh well, it is what it is. Somebody wants to come in and flirt with you. But see, now that I add up these wands, somebody is seeing you as their twin from a distance. This is somebody who wants happiness with you. They want to come into union with you. They're seeing you as their Four of Wands. And I know y'all heard that confirmation. Behind the scenes, This is somebody who's setting new intentions, waiting for their ships to come in. So this could be somebody who's, you know, maybe sending energy, maybe trying to reach out to you, maybe trying to call you because they want to flirt with you now. They want to come in and maybe give you some good news in this Page of Wands energy. The good news is that they want to be with you now. But we see this is somebody who now sees you as this high priestess. Now they see you as this high priestess. Maybe they didn't think you were a high priestess. Maybe they thought you were a false. You know, maybe they were, you know, ignoring the signs. They didn't want to see it. Or maybe when you guys separated, you became this high priestess. And now they see it. And maybe now, see, Spirit could be saying, you know, as this high priestess, you could be divinely guided to not go back to somebody who's waiting to come back to you, who's wanting to come back to you. See, I just heard Spirit say they've been setting, you know, these new intentions to try to get you back. And your third eye has been telling you to ignore this person that's still waiting, because you know they're not ready yet. You know they're not ready yet. They're still in that sleeping garden. They still got to finish up that karma. But as they go through that karma, they want you. Come on, Spirit. We done got the high priestess to the empress now. Wow. We can't make it up, y'all. Let's see if I can move some of these cards over just a little bit so y'all can see them. Because I just kind of switched the cameras up. So let's see if we can get a better view so you guys can see. Okay. So yeah, somebody wants to mirror you now. Somebody wants to, wow, bottom of the deck, hater energy. There's a hater in the mist. There is a hater. That's why this person has to move slowly. It says, I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving, even when it seems that I'm not. It's because this person has a hater in the midst. Oh, wow, where did this card? Ooh. Now, I didn't see this card over here, y'all. But look at it. It's the Karmic Ties card in the reverse. This is somebody who's trying to get out of a karmic tie, y'all. You see that? Wow. This card says, past lives are influencing our connection. I've lost you in other lifetimes, and that makes me afraid. I need to heal the grief to allow the love to bloom. Wow. Now with this car being over here off to the side, I didn't even see it. So I don't even know when it fell down. But this could be the overall energy of this whole situation here. They were tied to a karmic. They were tied to a false high priestess, a false empress. And maybe they thought you were the false. You were the false twin. Only to realize now it's this hater that's the false twin. And this is their karma. This is their karma that they're going through because they chose to maybe stay in another marriage. Because wait a minute, remember when we saw that page of wands at the bottom of the deck? That one wand plus these three makes four. They could have been in a four of wands situation, which is a marriage. And I see it right here now. Yes, thank you, Spirit. See, it's all coming together. This is somebody who was already married to someone else, which is why they have to move slowly, because there is someone else who's hating on the fact that this person wants to come back to you. This person wants to come back to you in this Three of Wands, and that's why they're trying to set new intentions. Wow. Okay, Spirit. Thank you for that. Let's see what comes. You know what? Spirit had told me to grab. Okay. I feel like I got to do it. Okay, Spirit. Spirit told me to grab this deck right here. Somebody's got a lot of anxiety. Somebody's really stressing. And maybe it's because they feel like they might have lost you, collective. Now that they see you're the high priestess and the empress, because they wasted a lot of time over here with this hater. Welcome in. They wasted a lot of time with that hater, with that karmic. And you could be feeling like you don't want to give your energy now to this person anymore. You know, you may have already moved on, right? Because we did see in the beginning of the spread that I guess maybe both of you guys needed to grow. But you guys have your backs to each other now, because there's some differences between y'all. Wow, we still got the anxiety at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this person is really stressing because you just might be gone. You may not want them back. They was over here wasting time. You could have pulled all your emotions back. See? And this is now a life lesson for somebody. This is a life lesson for somebody. Now you may just be showing them where they had you effed up, right? Because you wound up being the real high priestess. I'm working on changing for myself. Right. Now they're having to change. Now they're having to grow, which we see it right here in the sleeping garden. But it's because they're going through karma that they're now growing. that they're now learning a real life lesson here. Wow, y'all see that? Low on fuel in the reverse and crossing. Wow, if this is coming out to clarify this high priestess energy, this is saying that you already know this person is an energy vampire. You already know this person is an energy vampire. They coming in to try to get some energy from you because they on low. They on E. This hater has been draining them of all their energy, and this is how they're learning a lesson. This is the reason why now they trying to come retreat and come back your way. This is the reason why they got all this passion for you now. Remember I showed y'all the passion card? In the very beginning of this message, I showed y'all the passion card. Now they got all this passion for you. Because this hater wound up being a false high priestess. This player energy. This person who could have been narcissistic. Somebody who may have had multiple partners. Wow, do y'all see that? I'm telling you, I can get so many messages from those two cards right there. Court case. That could be spiritual court. That could be the life lesson. Ooh, spiritual birth when I say that. Bottom of the deck. Oh my God, y'all. Here it is. Here it is. Damn. You see that? There's the whole story right there, y'all. Are y'all ready? Somebody had to learn the hard way here. Oh yeah. That karma. This is somebody who could have already been married to a karmic with this karmic tie card, and they could be getting out of this marriage with this hater. But at the same time, you being this high priestess, you already know this person done been through so much shit with this hater that if they do come back in towards you, they're coming in to drain your energy. They're coming in as this energy vampire to come drain you of all your good, nourishing, loving energy. You are an empress, and they know you an empress. They've been over here with this false empress that has been jealous and envious of you the whole time. But see, I also think that this person, because they were operating in a low vibration, they put you in competition with this hater because they were a player. They put you in competition with all their partners. They could have had multiple. They could have been married and still out here playing, you know, using other people. So what done happened is now somebody done got caught up with an STD. And now that they done got hit with the STD, Now they trying to leave somebody. Now they don't want to be with somebody anymore, which is how they're learning that lesson and having to be by themselves right now. This is somebody who could be in this sleeping garden right now, y'all. You see that? They could be in this sleeping garden, which is the reason why they got to move slowly. Remember the card said at the bottom of this deck, I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving, even when it seems that I'm not. They don't have to move, right, y'all? If they coming in with this STD, wait, hold on, look. I can't make it up, y'all. Look at the card that came right behind the STD. I'm not over you. And look what's behind the not over you. Still in love. And then wait a minute, here we go. And they're obsessed. They're obsessed. Juicy in the building. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, friend, for being here. This is somebody who, collective, they done got burned, y'all. And that was a life lesson for them. They done got burned. Hey, that'll be a sure way to wake your ass up, right? Damn. Yeah. This is a sure way for somebody to realize, oh, snap. We got a hater in the midst. Uh-huh. That burned me because they kept me in an illusion. They kept me feeling like I could have multiple partners and, I could, be in this poly. Maybe they was in a poly situation with this hater. The hater was like, yeah, you can have all, whatever. Look, we could have threesomes. We can, but they was married, they this main chick, this hater, this is what you didn't know behind the scenes in this moon energy, that this hater let them have multiple partners. They probably was bringing these people to the bedroom and they done got caught up with something. See, this is somebody who thought they was going to be able to have their cake and eat it too. They done fucked around and found out, right? Yeah, they done fucked around and found out, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to get one more oracle on this. And then we're going to go straight to the tarot. What'd you say? Okay. Hey, that's that karma. See? That's that. See? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Even the card flipped over. Wait, hold on. We got three cards that flipped, y'all. Okay, for this person who's learning the life lesson. We got, okay, hold on, y'all. The threshold of fire. Y'all see that? They going through hell right now, y'all. They going through that threshold of fire. Wait. Let's get a better hold on it. Yeah, they see. They going through that Saturn karma. This card says, transformation is never tidy. Step in and let it burn what no longer belongs. Followed by rising tide. Oh wow, and this rising tide card, it makes reference to, like, when you at the beach and the water comes in and just pulls you without, you know, this rising tide came in and pulled you out of this person's life. Watch, this card says, when the tide rises, it doesn't ask what you're ready to release. It just clears the shore. So see, this person wasn't ready to let you go, but they lost you still with this rising tide. That tide came in and pulled you right back into the ocean, away from this person. And now look at this. We have empty luggage coming out next after the rising tide. Now let me see what this empty luggage says. It says, you don't need to carry it all. Travel light, travel true. This could be you letting go of this baggage, this weight that you may have been carrying, being this past person. You didn't let them go and emptied your bags, and now somebody could be left in the fog. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Did y'all hear it? This is somebody who could be left out in the fog, y'all. This card says, not all confusion is chaos. Sometimes it's protection before clarity. Damn. So you see that? Sometimes, the old saying, rejection is protection. This person who rejected you, it wound up being your protection. But your protection is them being out here in this fog, going through the chaos, being held back from you in the fog, which now is your protection, because they wanted to come in to drain your energy, y'all. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we have crossroads. See? This is somebody who's still standing at the crossroads, y'all. Still contemplating how they can get out of this fog. Because remember, they going through karma that's forcing them to grow. It's forcing them to grow up. It's forcing them to learn some life lessons. And these are some things they couldn't learn with you. They had to learn that on their own, right, collective? They had to learn these things on their own. You had to go off and learn who you were on your own. And now here they go, going through their process. Disappearing footsteps. Y'all, you see that? This is somebody who sees you walking away. Disappearing footsteps. I'm trying to make it clear, y'all. Let's see, how can we do it? How can we do it? Damn. I know y'all can kind of see it, right? This card says, some paths weren't meant to last. Let them wash away. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Spirit is telling this person to let this wash away. They know you the high priestess now, but they got to let you go. They done did too much behind the scenes. Bottom of the deck, hidden room. Okay, hidden room. This card says, you locked it away for a reason, but now it's time to remember. So see, this is someone who locked you out of their energy. They call themselves avoiding this. You know, they didn't want to think about it. Thank you, Spirit. They didn't want to even, think about you anymore. So they put you in a hidden room and closed the door. Now that they going through all of this karma, getting the STD, now they got to go open that door and look back. Look back at why they locked it away. Woo! Yeah, that's some real karma for that ass. Now y'all see how this card landed on the hater and the court case. Wow, we got invitation in the upright and crossing, y'all. This card says, some doors don't wait for you to knock. They whisper your name. Wow. So see, now this is somebody who may feel like spirit, the divine, is telling them to come back and knock on this door with you. It's whispering, look, you need to go back to the collective. Now that they're opening up that hidden room and thinking about why they blocked you off, it's making them want you now. It's making them want to come back towards you. But look at the energy at the bottom of the deck, y'all. We got wild wings. We got wild wings. Makes healing look easy, huh? Your freedom doesn't need permission, only the courage to leap. Wow. So see, what this is given is, as this person reflects on what they had hid away, they're now thinking about taking a leap of faith to come in towards you, because they feel like this past is calling them back in. This invitation. Maybe they want to come in and give you an invitation back into their life. Oh my God, Spirit, no. Did y'all hear that confirmation? This is somebody who is thinking about coming back in to give you an invitation back into their life now, after putting you in a hidden room and not thinking about you and getting themselves all caught up with this hater and contracting this STD. Collective, y'all know this is a no, right? For you. This is a hell no for you, especially if they got an STD. Divine feminine energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that part. Hey, but you know what? Now, I had just heard something crazy. 5 of Wands, y'all, when I split the deck to the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who wants to fight for you while you're having victory and success. Y'all see that? They said now they want to come in fighting. Or maybe this is somebody who's fighting with their karmic right now about you. Because remember, that karmic ties came out in the reverse, and we see the court case. Maybe right now at this time, they fighting with the karmic while you having victory and success. You see that 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck? Somebody who now is feeling sorrow and possibly regret for keeping you in that hidden room. Wow, look at Spirit. Spirit said, now remember we saw that page of wands at the bottom of the deck? This page of wands came out in the reverse, y'all. You see that? This is somebody who may just have bad news, or may have just received bad news, and that bad news could be that STD, y'all. Could be. Seven of Pentacles is them reaping what they sowed at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Yeah. Somebody could be reaping what they sowed, y'all. And that could be that life lesson, right? Thank you, Spirit. Look, every time I say certain things and Spirit come in with that confirmation, Spirit gave me 2 cards, y'all. I'm looking at it for the first time when I show y'all, okay? So let's see. This card is, wow, look at that, y'all, the Empress. Look, coming out to clarify this High Priestess. Look, coming out to clarify the High Priestess energy. The Empress to, oh my God, 7 of Swords. I told y'all, this is my hell no card. When that 7 of Swords comes out, this is somebody who's sneaky. Somebody who's still being deceptive. Somebody who's trying to maybe come in lying to you. Somebody who's coming in with deception. Bottom of the deck, we have, what is this, y'all? At the bottom of the deck. Yeah. This person who is in this 5 of Cups energy. Okay, that part, Pixie Princess. No matter what they say, stand your ground. Okay? No matter what they say. Because, like I said, once I see this 7 of Swords card, it's a hell no. This is my hell no card. Hell no, we won't go. Because somebody is coming in with the fuck shit. Okay, they coming in with the fuckery. In that 7 of Swords energy, they still coming in trying to lie, trying to maybe kill, steal, and destroy what you got going on for you right now. Wow. Come on, Spirit. You didn't even hesitate to give me those 2 cards. And these 2 cards are coming out for this column right here, for the player, for the person who think they going to come back in and try to lure you in with an invitation. Look at this, y'all. 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords, y'all. You see that? Access denied. Followed by, look, didn't we start with the 3 of Wands? Didn't we start? Look, here go the 3 of Wands right here, y'all. You see it? Remember this? The card that I could barely show y'all because of the lighting? Access is denied. Here's those 3 of Wands coming back out. So no matter what intentions that they send out, waiting for their ships to come in, ain't no ships gonna come in for them because access is denied in this 2 of Swords energy. They're being blocked in that 2 of Swords energy. Thank you, Spirit. And this is the reason why they're in this 5 of Cups. Because this could be somebody who has been trying to send communication in. They could have been trying to send some energy towards you. And they haven't been getting any response. It's because you're not trying to see nothing that this person is doing. You're not trying to see it. You're blocking it out. You're like, I don't want to hear it. I'm over it. And this is this person in regret. That's a hell of a life lesson to learn, right? Now that you done found out that bad news, that you have really lost the real Empress, the real High Priestess, who is taking a leap of faith in another direction now. Because you know in that high priestess energy, you already know that this person got baggage now, and they got a whole lot of burdens in this Ten of Wands. You see that? Followed by, what's this, y'all? This Five of Swords energy. Somebody who still could be in their ego and feeling like they want to win at all costs. This is somebody who can't take the defeat, because that Five of Swords is the defeat card. You know, feeling defeated. But this is somebody who headstrong, y'all. Five of Swords. This is somebody who feel like they still want to win at all costs. Wow. Collective, I'm going to get a closing message for y'all, and I'm going to get out of here. Okay? I'm just curious. Let me roll the dice, y'all. I got some tarot dice. Let's see what energy, as we close this out, that Spirit give us with the dice. Okay. We have, this looks like the number 7. This looks like Leo energy. That look like Leo. And what's this? Oh, hold on. What is that, y'all? Wow. You know what? I'm not sure what this one is. I have to look on my phone for what this is. Damn. Let's see if I can find it real quick, y'all. Let's see if I can find it. Damn it. Real quick. Let's see. That one right there, y'all see it? Hold on. We gonna see what that is right now. Why we got Lying to You playing on Spirit Radio? See, this is somebody who think they're gonna come in lying to you? Wow. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Damn. What are the symbols for the planets? Goodness. Hold on, here we go. What are the symbols representing the planets? Here we go, y'all. We gonna see right now. Nope, that one is not showing that one. Hold on. Wow. Oh, here we go. I see it. This one is, because we gotta know, y'all. We gotta know. Ketu. I don't know what the planet Ketu is. Is that a new planet? Ketu? Okay, y'all, we gonna look, we gonna see what planet Ketu is, because that's the symbol that one's representing. What is the planet Ketu energy? Or it's like the no. That's what they're calling it. What does the celestial energy Ketu represent? You know what, they're taking my Ketu and they're separating it into two different words. So hold on, I gotta type this one. I think that's this one. No. Woo, that's a challenge right there, y'all. Okay, for real. That one is a challenge. Show me the symbols for the celestial planets. See, that one's not showing that one either. Okay, here we go. Here's another image. Look, I don't. Look, hey, the longer I'm on here, right, y'all? Okay, here we go. So let's see. And the universe today. See, okay, now this is saying descending lunar node. Ooh, the descending lunar node. Wow. Okay, so now this probably means karma for somebody, right? This probably because we got the ascending lunar node and the descending lunar node. So okay, now let's see what that means. What does it mean to be in your descending lunar node? It says in astrology, your descending lunar node represents the area of your life where you are comfortable and familiar, based on past patterns and habits often associated with your karmic past or past life skills. It is considered your comfort zone, a place of natural talent, but it can also represent a point of stagnation or where you fall into negative patterns if not consciously managed. The descending node is the opposite of your ascending node, which represents your future destiny and where you are being challenged to grow. So, y'all, you know what this is saying? This is saying, dang, collective, no lie, the dice is saying that you need to stay on your chariot with that number 7 and keep moving forward from this past person. They have descended from their north node and they're in their south node, y'all. They're in their dark energy, having to learn some real life lessons, y'all, as they endure their karma. They just might be stuck in a cycle, y'all. And that cycle is a karmic cycle. While you are in this Leo energy, you're in this Leo energy, standing in your power, standing in your strength, standing in your courage, and knowing that as a high priestess empress, which we got 2 cards that came out for the empress, you know, double confirmation of you being an empress energy. You know that this person is no good for you, especially with them having an STD, y'all. So this is you moving forward on your chariot onto a whole new cycle, a whole new path without this person, y'all. Okay? Look, I don't even need to get any closing cards because these dice gave us the energy for real, y'all. You out of here. You're moving on. Right. You gone. And even though this person could be going through a court case with somebody, I feel like this is somebody that has gone to spiritual court, and this contract between y'all, this twin flame, this soul contract is cut. The cord is cut. But because this cord is cut, this is somebody who's still attracted to you now because they know who you are. And as I exit the building, I see the song Something Something by Maxwell. I can't believe it. But yes, this person is still thinking that if they do a little something, maybe they can get a little bit of your energy. Y'all, that didn't even show y'all shit. That's crazy. I tried to show y'all the song playing on Spirit Radio. But that's Maxwell. We can do a little something. No, you can't. Not if this person is dealing with an STD. Hell no. And see, even that, collective, might be the reason why Spirit is telling you to stand in your power with that Leo energy. Because this is a fallen angel, y'all. This is somebody who was supposed to be on this path with you that's no longer on this journey. They had to fuck around and find out the hard way. So, collective, on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Till the next time. So much love and light. Y'all be good to each other, okay? Hey, this right here, you know, it's crazy how people can still be attracted to your energy. You know, even though they're in a dark place. But you have to know who you are. You have to know your worth. And I don't know if y'all remember the card that had the two people back to back. But this is what it is. There is no coming back. There are irreconcilable differences. This person has to grow. They have to stay in that sleeping garden while you are being freed from this karmic cycle. Okay, y'all? They got some growing to do. And that growing don't involve you. Okay? Go on ahead and move forward on that chariot to bigger and better. It's waiting for you, collective. You just got to go get it. All right, y'all. Much love, much light. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Thank you so much. Till the next time. Namaste.